Okay. Can you guys, if anybody joins, can you tell me if it's facing the right way? Or do I need to do a bit of a spin? You know what I'm saying? My lord. Am I even live? Am I live? Hang on. This always happens. Oh, yep. Somebody is watching. Okay. Right. Do I need to change the angle of this? Good evening. um, well, is it better like this? Is that working? No, that's not better, is it? Let's go to that. And I'll do this, and I'll make it better this way. Because we can. Oops. I'm not very good with computers and such. I'll fix this real quick. Hang on a second. Stay line out. Right. Now, it's never going to be perfect. But we're going to get there ever so slowly. Move that out of the way, move that in the way. Can I not zoom in? And all right, I think we're slightly cooking now. So we have a fair. I see. Yeah, let's drop it down just a tiny bit. I see some people here saying what they want to see, saying what they don't want to see. There is a couple of minutes left to add a couple more, but I mean, this wheel is getting bigger and bigger. So every time we spin the wheel as such, we I don't like delete the ones that didn't get picked last time. They still stay in there. So until they're picked, they're in there. So that's why you're seeing some ones from last time, I suppose. But yeah, it's a big wheel. Absolutely right, Risa. And hi to everybody. The Green Bee. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing some cool drawings still. Omrio's in there. Yeah, I remember your post, Amy. Teka Teka, I think we've done before. So I don't wanna. Yeah, here you go on your. There you go. He's in there. So we will. Oh yeah, dragon folklore. Yeah, that's. I did start off the thing by saying there was somebody. I managed to find a story about a dragon in the toilet once, and I kind of regret it because some people have asked to hear that one. It is absolutely stupid, but you know, if you want to hear such stories, that's what I'm here for. Um, so I don't know. Let's spin and see what we end up with. Yeah, we'll go for a couple, and then we'll see what makes it. Yeah, mirrors is in there. Absolutely, mirrors is in there just down here. So there's lots of cool ones. Apologies if I miss your comment. Just let me know. But first, let's see what we're getting for our first one. Can I talk about hell money? I don't know what hell money is. I'd love some hell money. I'd love hell a lot of money. Anyway, first one. Let's see what we get. Please be something easy, because this takes me ages to make. Oh, well, pick myself a bit of an easy one here. Home Alone stories are pretty easy to do. Hey, Sad Khan, thank you so much for the donation there. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Oh, by the way, if anybody, I was away from my laptop for a while. I really appreciate everybody's birthday wishes and all that. I haven't had a chance to thank everybody and all the people who donated on the Buy Me a Coffee and the YouTube. What is it? Super thanks. Really appreciate that there. I will get back to every one of you in just a bit, but it's been 2 months since I did one of these, so I thought the easiest way I could speak to you all at once would be hopping on one of these and saying thanks as well. But very, I really appreciate everybody who donates and does all that stuff there. You guys are looking behind the curtains now. You're getting to see what the next stories are if you see these Word documents pop up here. So, these are all the ones that made it in there. These were the winners last time. Let's do the winners this time. So we've got Home Alone. Home Alone. Oh, God, yeah. It's nice me saying all that. You can't even see it, can you? So that's the 10 that we had last time that won, so that's cool. If I can do 10 this time, I will. But Halloween's a busy month. So as we've done well with Home Alone there, you're going out the wheel. Sorry, son. And should we see what's next? Anybody got any feelings about what might be next? Haunted Farm. I mean, I'll try. Can I just say farm? I mean, haunted is slightly different in Japan, I suppose, than the old. I'll try. I'll try and find some kind of farm story. If you let me have farm, I'll try. Hey, Kingsfire. Long time no see, pal. Man, I miss talking to you about Halloween films and stuff. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, Inanaki Mura. Yeah, I love that story. I might have no something else might be coming up about that. Kabuki demons, yeah. Haunted villages, all that stuff. Fishing, yeah. I got bodies of water in there, so that should cover that one. Do Japanese do any celebrations for Halloween? Yeah, I mean, if you search Tokyo Halloween, you'll see some crazy celebrations. But yeah, I mean, it's not a traditional thing from their culture. I guess it's more like joining in. I don't know, in the same way that they celebrate Valentine's Day or Christmas, just an adopted piece of culture, I guess. Fun though. It's really fun over there for Halloween. I really enjoyed it. Gonna do a collab with anyone, J Nightmare? Yes, I am. I've got some real fun people in the mix for collab. You guys stay tuned for Halloween because I'm very excited. And if there's anybody you want me to collab with, just let me know. I'll reach out and nobody say anything too impossible like Mr. Nightmare or anything. And we'll give it a try. All right, all right. Is it time to spin another one? I've got a feeling that we're going to land on phone calls. I don't know why. Don't know why. Just feeling like phone calls. Anybody got a strong feeling either way? Oh yeah, I've contacted my good friend Creepy Oz. He's in. Lazy Masquerade. I'd like to try that. Amy, thank you so much. You don't. Oh, appreciate you so much for anybody donating. You don't have to do that. But that's why we don't do Patreon and all that around here. I really appreciate it. But this is for you guys. I thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll go through the comments on this of who I should collaborate with after, and we'll see. We'll see if I can reach out to him. But anyway, enough of this. You guys are watching a dead wheel here. Let's get spinning. I press enter. Oops, no I don't. I press spacebar. No I don't. I click it. Lord have mercy. What's gonna be? What's gonna be? Ooh. Mm. Thank you so much, Abandoned Subway. Amy, what? You only had 175 in your account, but no. What? Can I not send that back to you? No, that breaks my heart. I don't need your last bit of money. Can you send me an email? I'll get that back to you. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. Um anyway, Subway stories. Subway stories. I mean, yeah, we got loads of those out there, haven't we? I mean, do you guys remember what's that one? Kisaragi Station, ones like that. I did one as well. Can you remember one about a guy who's had to stay at a subway overnight, and then there was like a guy, he wasn't sure if he was alive or dead. It was a weird one. I enjoyed that story. And he was like, "What? Somebody could have came in and did something to him whilst I was out." And he was forced to sleep there, and he was freaked out because he thought he would be incriminated. I remember that story. I can't remember that one. But, oh, thank you ever so much, everybody. Let's spin another one. Japanese legends, yeah. Mr. Khan, Sad Khan. I don't know if it's Mr. Apologist. Yeah, but we have Japanese legends. Hey, if you like that Ubatsude story, then I think you'll like the next video I've got coming out. And if anybody's got anybody likes the kind of ones that are slightly like a tearjerker story, you know, ones that pull on the old heartstrings, then there's one that had me really, you know, close to the bone, close to the Kleenex box. Not in that way. Stop it. But close to tears, I suppose. That yeah, there's a heavy one coming up soon. Yeah, there's a good sad one in an urban legend story. You are gonna have to suffer a Tokyo Treat and Sakurako advert, but it's gonna be I'm very proud of all the ones I found this time around. So yeah, let's do it. Let's have another spin. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Someone was cutting onions when I was translating that one. It was quite heavy. Show us what's in the boxes. What boxes? What kind of boxes? The box behind here? I don't sure what you mean. Oh, in the box. Oh, like the Sakurako Tokyo Treat things. Yeah. Oh, it's that. Like, spoiler alert, Halloween one. And the Sakurako one is Nikko, which is like all autumn flavors. It's a good one. It's a shorter advert this time as well. It's really actually quite decent. I really well, I always like what they send, but if you're into your Halloween and autumn vibes, this is a really good one. Anyway, I'm here to spin a wheel, not try and sell you stuff at the moment. Oh, you like the 311 stuff? That's amazing. I enjoyed doing that. I didn't do so well there, but I mean, it's whatever. Oh, here we go. Oh God, I knew I'd do this. Family ghost stories. What are we saying here? Now, this one's a bit weird for me because I know somebody who suggested that. Probably that wasn't on the most recent round of suggestions, right? But it was on the last one, and I can't remember in what context this family ghost stories. Are you asking for my family's ghost stories because we got some of them, or are you asking for like a familial kind of ghost story that affects a family, like that Can story, that super long one I did once about the mum who used to go out in the dead of night walking around. Do you guys remember that? Or is it kind of like a Jiko boot camp, like a stigmatized property thing where wherever you are, it kind of follows you, kind of like Ju-on or something? I don't know. What does family ghost stories mean? That's up to, I guess that's up to me to figure out. We'll find out. We'll find something good that will fit that theme. Hey, yeah, we've got the yokai and everything in here. That's cool. Long neck ladies. Yep. Ghost, the ghost, the ghost. Any 411 cases in Japan? Yeah, well, I tried it once. I did one ages ago. You have to go back a while back. And there was one that was so close to it that felt like it warranted a mention of 411, but people were like, hey, that's only in America or the Appalachians. And I was like, all right then. But anyway, family ghost stories, you're out. Yeah, yokai's in there actually twice, by the way, because the overwhelming popularity of it warranted it twice. So you got double chance to get it. And I think UFOs in there a couple times as well, because someone's been trying very hard for UFOs for a while. And this one here says GITM, right? GITM is Ghosts in the Machine. Uh, oh no, maybe I focused it. Oh no, I haven't. I made it worse somehow. Anyway, what are we doing next? Anybody got any feelings next? I tell you what, I wouldn't mind a call center horror story because I used to work in a call center, and that would be quite fun to try and find. Oh, just heard something weird outside. Nope, nope, it's not a prank. I live quite close to a town, so usually some people go home screaming and shouting all sorts. All right, then, let's see what the next one is. Okay, let me catch up on a couple comments here real quick. Uh huh. Would I consider doing any videos on Japanese history and figures? Yeah, definitely. We we've done a bit of that. When I went to a famous spot in Japan, played up in Tokyo. We've done a couple of famous places, and in the regional ghost stories, I go into it. I could do another regional ghost stories one soon, which would tie into famous places more or haunted locations. We could do that. Um, Morgs, secretary stories. Yeah, well, cool. Anyway, I think we're going to get ourselves a call center story. So let's go. Let's see it again. I've got a weird voice today. I had a flu jab not too long ago. So it's kind of like chicken. Oh, now I know this is a little bit of a popular story theme, actually. So, do you all know what that means? Not to be, pedantic or anything, but I did a video on Yandere before. Oh, I know that's right, King Swag. Yep. This is a interesting topic, actually. It's like sometimes it's hard to explain, I suppose. You love them so much that you're interested in them so much that you do bad things to them, or you mislead them in certain ways. Anyway, whatever story I land on, I'll put a brief introduction with. But Yandere is a hell of a cool um, one to add, to be honest with you. It's a real Japanese subject. Yandere. So another one down. How many have we got? What? How many are we going to do? We did 10 last time. Ooh, can we do 10 this time? If you guys can accept, some of them are going to be shorter than others. Some are shorter than others. Then we can do it. Anybody have any strong feelings about what's going to come up next or what they want to see? All right, all right. I would like to do, if I had to pick myself, hmm, what would I like to do out of them? I like a Ghost in the Machine story. That's basically anything where technology goes wrong. Like, I've got so many good, I have actually got a few saved up. So I might do it as its own video if it doesn't come up on this one. But stuff like you get a game, you buy it from some sort of second-hand place, and there's a saved file on it, and something like that can lead to something spooky, and it's a good one. And you might use a certain app, and then things start happening, or you scan a QR code and it leads you down a bit of a rabbit hole, or I don't know, you get weird phone calls. I love the idea of Ghost in the Machine, and you're absolutely right with Pulse there, Kingsfire, because Cairo, that film Pulse, that ties into such a deep ingrained piece of Japanese culture, I think, where their confusing relationship with technology, especially after 1945, in a country that got so advanced during the um, the bubble in the 80s, and then suddenly when the bubble burst, we they're still incredibly advanced to this day, but they've also retained their tradition. So when you see these ghost stories that tie into confusing technology pieces, it's just quintessentially Japanese stuff. It's amazing. So I'm a big fan of anything sort of like technological and ghostly or horror related. I mean, think of how many like Japanese horrors or movies revolve around the powers of technology or taking technology too far. You got like Godzilla for one. You got Tetsuo the Iron Man. All sorts in there. Like you mentioned, Cairo. There's so many different things. Like the aspect of horror that's always been there. What about The Ring as well? How about that world where she, you feel like you're safe behind the TV screen because you're at home, but what happens when that gets breached? Love it. Yeah, good. Yeah, you got there before me. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right. So let's see what we get next then. Hopefully it'll be Ghost in the Machine, but I'm so tempted to do its own video. And thank you all, everybody, for chatting amongst yourselves in the comments whilst I am just riffing. Oh, Bunraku Puppet Theatre Stories. Oh, that would be cool. Or like Yamishibai or something. Morgs, yes. I may have a cool little Morg story coming up soon, actually. Yes, you're so right, D creature. Let's spin again, see what we get. Toilet Dragon, come on, Toilet Dragon. Wow, now this I can get on board with. That is a bit of a dream pull, to be honest. It's like getting a shiny of some sort of Pokemon card because pets can cover a lot. You got you know, animals saving the day. You've got a tragic kind of element if you lose a pet, and you've also got pets picking up on stuff. You know, how many times has a pet, looked in the corner of a room and you've just thought, are they seeing something I can't see? You know, there's a few different things you can do with pet stories. So I'm really glad to get that one. To be honest with you, I could do something heartbreaking, but I'm not a fan of the dog died and make you sad. I want it to be a good story rather than it to be an emotional piece. But can we also do something like I did ages ago? If anybody's heard the story I did a long time ago, a cryptid one called Shishinoke, which was the guy goes out camping by himself with his dog Lutz and his German Shepherd, and then this big old slug-like creature thing follows him. That was a fun story to do. That was a good one. But no, pets is a really good one to get, if I'm totally honest, because we all know a pet. We all know someone who's got a pet, even if we don't have one ourselves. I don't have a pet. I'd like to have a pet. That would be cool. I don't know who asked for pets actually recent. So we'll see. How many we got now? Was it five? That's five. So pets, you're out. Now, can you guys see the whole wheel of all the names? I'm wondering what we're gonna get next. I'm wondering if we are gonna get the toilet dragon. Stalkers wouldn't be bad for me. I don't know if anybody likes the human horror stuff, but that's my favorite. That's why I made the channel, to be honest. I wanted to do lots and lots of human horror, but I found love in a different direction of spooky stories, so no worries. But yeah, I still want to get back to what I originally joined YouTube for, making those spooky human horror stories. So I listen to I guess who everybody else listened to, like Mr. Nightmare and stuff, all those creepy ones, um, chilling scares. My favorite was Celestial Noir, but I think he's changed his channel now, which is a bit of a shame because I was so pleased when I collaborated with him. It was my first ever collaboration, I think, or it was maybe Papa Scare, but me and Papa Scare went back a long way. I think we had about 300 subscribers between us. He's a good guy. Love Papa Scare. Check him out. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the comments. Sorry, I'm not very good. If I was on Reddit, he'd be shouting dead air. Dead air. Human horror. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Risa Dreamer. Risa Dreamer. Risa Deemer. Yeah, human horror is disturbing on purpose, but you know what I want when I find a story that I like, that's not just like some kind of gore piece or some horrible home invasion piece. I want the ones where it's like somebody's done a chilling confession or, something they regret, or there's that element within them that they are still a human and it's not just some slash and hack piece. So I don't know. Maybe I should frame how I title the videos that I put human horror in a bit better. Maybe they should be something more like uh, stories that will make you understand confessions or something. It's so hard coming up with a title sometimes. Hey, Nix. Hey, how you doing? What's the one with the coworker? Calls in sick and he goes to his home. Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, that was a Christmas one, was it not? Yeah, the guy was like, he wouldn't go to work, would he? And then his boss was like, "Well, I'll just turn up, see what's wrong with him," which actually happens a lot in Japan. And then he's there with a mannequin or something weird. Mannequins are cool. I want to do mannequin stories. I think there's one on here. But anyway, let's do another one. Hey, actually, maybe we will get mannequins. That would be fun. Or human horror stalkers, mannequins is what I'd like to see next. But let's see. Ain't gonna happen. Or is it? Wow. There we go. It's pretty much the opposite of what I was talking about. But that's not a problem. Okinawa is awesome for cool stories. So we will find something definitely cool from there. Just find it funny how it was the absolute opposite of what we were just talking about. uh, Saad Khan, yeah. Would you consider doing stories which are common across Asia? Um, I don't want to give anything away, but if you open that up to across the world and quite a bit more of Asia, tune in within this month. I might give it a try, yeah, and I might have some help with me. So do I know of the channel The Fourth Wall? It's kind of fun. No, I don't. I'll have to check that out. Um, well, you guys still that the Bat Stare one is really resonating with some of you out there. That one made me feel sad as well, especially that story that was in there. So yeah, Okinawa Ghosts. Okinawa is great for scary stories. Like, to be honest with you, I wouldn't have any trouble finding a fun story from Okinawa. Okinawa. Well, yeah. Okay. Get on out of here, Okinawa. You've had your spotlight. We want to see. I don't know what we want to see, actually. What do we want to see, guys? If you cried at that about Stay one, you might cry at this next one because it was the closest I've ever cried. Apart from the one I did recently with the stuffed rabbit from the hospital. Did you guys hear that one with my good friend Papa Scare joining me on that one? The rabbit that had some sort of emotional attachment. That one, and there's one I did a long time ago called Mickey's Doll, who was a girl, and they found it. They found the doll in the water, and it was such a tragic story. And also the guy who lived at the shrine, who had a really hard life. That one made me feel sad inside. Um, there's a few sad ones, isn't there? Really, I don't know really what the saddest one is. The saddest for me is I suppose, the one I personally told. If you guys haven't seen that one before, that is the saddest one I've ever had because it was my own experience. I think if you find it in the I'm trying to think what the thumbnail looks like, so you could find it easily if you haven't heard it. It's the one where four personal, four stories and one personal. It's a really old one, but maybe I'll redo one of them. Yeah, I do like the heartwarming, sad kind of stories. I don't know how I ended up doing them, but I'm really happy to do them. I just catch up on some comments here. Creepy Oz, yeah. Oh yeah, man. You first said it, and at that time you went on a Japan trip. Sad Khan, that's amazing. Do hope I'm pronouncing your name right, by the way. I mean you no harm. I did it a couple times, I guess. Um, making dragon eggs. Don't know what that is. Is that avocados? Sorry. Yeah, I cried that one too. Oh man, don't cry at all the sad ones. So, oh yeah, that one. So I can't. The one where they buried that boy alive. Yeah, that was horrible. I almost thought I shouldn't post that on um, YouTube, but with a hell of a lot of editing, you can really try and figure out the words that they don't really want to hear. Yeah, Life at the Shrine. Yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, man, that Jason, that one with the guy who was so stressed out and he killed his boss. Yeah, yeah, you just reminded me of that one. That one slipped my mind. Thanks, mate. Yeah, that was a weird one. I love that one. Second I found it, I was like, yeah, we got to do this. Homeless horror stories, yeah, that would be good. But sadly, in Japan, well, certainly in my experience, everything, by the way, inverted commas, in my experience, when I find some stories, the homeless are not treated, that humanely. The amount of things I could find that would never ever be allowed to um, reach the light of day without you guys giving me a massive backlash, even though I'm not the one who wrote the story, or YouTube just saying no. So there's a lot of inhumanity, a lot of bullying, a lot of uh, shame on mental health and social stature. So even to the point that the punchline in the scary story is there was a homeless person. And I mean, I get that if you're doing a well written urban exploration story or something, but if it's, just, oh my God, there was that, it's not really it, they're not something to be feared as such, I guess. In a sense, maybe, but I'm digging myself a hole here. I'll just spin the wheel. Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, this is a good one for me too. I don't think many people's got a problem with this one. So dolls, we enjoy dolls. I mean, who doesn't? Not in that way, not in that way. But actually, hang on. What kind of dolls we talking here? Uh-huh. I remember once I did a story about a woman who was married and her husband just kept sneaking off. And she was like, is he cheating on me? Is he cheating on me? And then she found he was going to some abandoned building where he had set up some creepy mannequin for his own entertainment, shall we say. So that's a doll. That's gross. That's a doll. Or can we do some kind of haunted, possessed doll? Or can we do a paper doll? Some of that happens. There's lots. I mean, I guess that what we're looking at here is a kind of Chucky situation or a Okiku doll, the doll with the hair that keeps on growing. Some kind of urban legend or creepy story about a doll, which I will find. And I think we'll do quite well. Quite well. Oh, Jason, yeah, that creepy dude in the closet. Yeah, who chewed. Yeah, I hate that one. That made me feel sick. Ushinokoku Maeri. Yeah, definitely we can do that. Yeah, that's a doll thing as well. Yeah, well done. Give me inspiration. So there's lots that dolls can cover, isn't there? So we're all right on that. How many we got now? We got seven, three more at best. Thank you all for joining. Dares and rituals. Yeah, we got. Have we got dares and rituals? I'll tell you what. I think we got dares and rituals in there. Here we got rituals. Tell you what, if rituals come up, we'll add dares into the mix. You've got a one in I don't know how many chance. But what if it comes up, I'll include dares. All right, hope you're all feeling good. I'm going to do a couple more spins, then get on out of here. So, here we go. Let's see what we get next. Ooh. Here we go. What do you guys think about this one? Castle stories. I think I can do something, some sort of legend, or at least some sort of haunting. Maybe a cool location to visit, like the regional ghost story ones. Yeah, there's definitely something cool we can do with castles. When I was at university in Japan, actually, there was a castle just down the street from us. It was really cool. You just like casually, there's a castle down the street. You're like, well, all right. I managed to pick the day to visit it as the hottest day of the year, so it was bad on my part. It was good though. What was that castle called? The hell was that castle called? I'm gonna remember it. I might even look up if they've got a scary story about it. I always called it something wrong. It wasn't called Iwashi, but Iwashi is Japanese for sardines. So I called it Iwashi Jo, which is for castle. So I called it Iwashi Jo, and I did it wrong on purpose to annoy people, and I've only annoyed myself now because I can't remember what the actual castle is called because it's not called goddamn Sardine Castle. Idiot, John. Ah, Jay. Oops. Hotels are in there. Anyway, let's get rid of castles. We might as well chuck goddamn sardines in the mix. But I don't remember what stuff's called no more. What? No, no, I'm gonna look. Let's see if I can find out super quick. Mm, mm, right, Oh, that's gonna take forever. No, anyway, don't let me be distracted. My lord. So, here we are. Here's what we've got so far. We got Home Alone. We got Abandoned Subway. Family Ghost Stories. Don't know what it means. Just don't know what it means. Yandere, which is good. Pets. Okinawa Ghost Stories. Dolls. Castles. And that's it. And we'll go one more, shall we? Black magic is a favorite of mine too. The blackest magic in practice. Do 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 do. Anybody got any strong feeling about what is gonna pop up this time? Amy Chambers, you did distract me. I don't know how. Phone calls, yeah, phone calls would be cool. Absolutely cool. I love phone call stories. I actually have a load of them saved in my tabs. So that would be cool. Ghost and Machine, yes, please. Castle of the Mad. outdoors related. Yeah, we got some forest stories in there. We got all sorts. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're hitting on. Not the toilet dragon. Well, it's outside, so that's cool. Definitely, we can do something with roads. We can do haunted roads, maybe a tunnel or something that instantly springs to mind, or somewhere way out in the mountains that you know needs a bit of love or something. Abandoned shrines, that kind of stuff. We'll see. Sure, I'm sure we can find something cool. So, roads has made it, and we're gonna do one more, then I'm gonna go to bed, I guess, or I'm gonna play Skyrim. There's one or two things that are gonna happen. And I think I'm gonna go to bed. So, this is the last spin of the night. Thank you all for being with me. I'm not in a hurry to leave, so we'll take our time. But has anybody got any strong feelings? Imagine this is like Randonautica. You know, what's your intention? Set your intention, and we'll spin it and we'll hit it. So you could pick graveyard down here, and you could hit it just by using your brain sack, if that's the word for it. So let's make a video on the toilet tracking, regardless. And Alkin, yeah, I can't tell you how many pages of scary stories I got through. I think I was on like the 48th page of some spurious website when that weird little story popped up. So yeah, I'm not surprised it doesn't come up when you search it because it ain't worth remembering, mate. So abandoned shrines, what we say, mountains. Ooh, abandoned shrines, mountains. We got abandoned shrines in here. We can do something. Yeah, shrines and temples are in here. I ain't adding no more. We can't add no more. We're never gonna get to the end of this list if we keep adding, guys. We gotta get rid of what we got. Come on, I want stalkers. Just because I want to do that. Or I'll tell you what, I'll take toilet dragon. Toilet dragon. Something watery. Toilet dragon. Anyway, let's see what we get, my friends. Wow. Now, this is going to be a challenge. I'll do it though. I will not rest until I do. So, we've got samurai. What are we going to do on that? Maybe I'll do some kind of legendary haunted spot that includes a samurai, or some kind of history about one, or a sighting of a ghostly one. Wow. There's a few things that come to mind when I begin to imagine the searches. Well, I think that's it. I think that's it. We get to 10, and we run out of time, don't we? Unless we want to go for one more. We'll do one more bonus spin if you want, guys. Since you've been nice and you've joined me on a night like this when it's cold outside and very much to do, well, especially in England anyway. We'll do one more, shall we? Let me know if you want to. By the way, I love when you guys remind me of a story I've done. It must be like how like rock stars feel like. Oh yeah, I remember when you brought out that song. Yeah, back in it's a small bit of joy for me, you know. Of course, they're never my stories. I just translate them. So, all right, should we spin another one? Yeah, maybe actually I can do castles and samurai in one, but I wouldn't do that. They are in their spot each. All right, let's do one last one. Oh, toilet dragon, toilet dragon. Oh, toilet dragon was so close. Oh, do you know what? I had a feeling this one was going to come up today. I don't know why, but I thought, oh, that one's going to be hard to get through the YouTube guidelines. How am I going to do that? So we're going to have to find out now. Well, it could be heavy this, but what I'm thinking is maybe something, you know, ghostly related. We're not going down any kind of route that would be disturbing or traumatic for people who've experienced such horrors. We're not doing that on here. We're gonna go down a kind of ghostly route, but then what? Yeah, I mean, what can I do with this? What can I do with this? Hmm. Yeah, scared in the dark. Yeah, that's a good touch. We can do that. Maybe even can tie into like a creepy phone call or something, or something happened when they were home alone. That's another one that we had earlier. Or stigmatized property. I grew up in a house where I thought it was something going on, like haunted or something. Or an urban legend. I played a game when I was younger that I shouldn't have played, Kokori-san or whatever. I don't know. Should we see what the next one is, just for the banter? I want to see what the next one is because I'm convinced Toilet Dragon is coming, or Farm actually. No, I believe Farm is coming. I could just sit here and spin the wheel all night if you guys want. Toilet Dragon, Toilet Dragon, Toilet Dragon. There you go. Doppelgangers and mimics. Did a video on that not too long ago. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll throw that one in. It's gonna take a while though. hmm This video is turning out to be quite a long one. But that's it though. That's all I can do because it's gonna take me. On average, it takes me about how long to find two stories? I'd say about one evening. Two stories that I like. I'm difficult. Then yeah, then you gotta record it, then you gotta edit it, then you gotta make the video, then you gotta wait for that to upload. So this one's gonna be. I mean, look out for this. Really towards the end of October, I'd say. Charlie Sheen. Yeah, it's super late, isn't it, Amy? You in the UK too? Yeah, it's almost time to go to bed. I think. My lord, neighbors, mate. I like that. Go neighbors, only neighbors. Toilet trackers, toilet nostalgia. I know that's right. Well, guys, that is it. Um, do join me soon though. We got some cool urban legends coming up, and we are gonna have some great guests on soon. And we're not just gonna be doing Japan. We're gonna be doing a couple other places. So please tune in for that when that's available. And yeah, it's going to be a couple of little Halloween treats along the way. So keep your eyes open. Thank you, as always, for being really, really good um, company for me. And I hope you all have a great night. If you're in the UK, go to bed, like I should be. And if you're across the world, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. Really appreciate all your comments. You guys are great. Great company. Thank you. King's Fire! Halloween movies. We've got to talk soon. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off now. Thank you. Oh, have mercy. How the hell do you get this goddamn phone to behave?